Hello YouTube, this is Thompson OA737 bringing you another video, another airport in the Model Airport series. So in this update we are now transitioning into the schedules based on a Tuesday. So all the previous updates, or the last few updates, 3 or 4 updates, have been based on a Monday schedule. And like I say, we're now transitioning and going into Tuesday morning, which basically follows on from the last update, which was Monday night. So before we actually go into the update, just want to explain a few things. I've made a few tweaks with some of the DHL movements. So in particular, the DHL 767s. Initially, they were operating sort of through the week. I think not on a Monday, but Tuesday through to Friday. On a sort of long turnaround period of 4 o'clock in the morning and then not going out until 2300, like 11 PM at night. I've tweaked that. I've actually looked at the schedules recently according to Flight Radar, and they only main schedule they operate into East Midlands, which is kind of what most of my cargo movements are based on. They are only operating on a Sunday from New York to I believe it's Leipzig on the outbound. So I've put that in. There are other movements as well, but they seem to be quite random. So for now, they may feature more during the week as well, possibly. But on the Sunday run, I've got basically a rotation of GDHLE and DHLG. So when we get to the Sunday update, they will feature. I think it just varies it a little bit. Instead of having a bit like the Southern Air on a Monday, you know, it just sits there all day. They no longer are operating into East Midlands as far as I know. But for the purpose of this airport, I want to keep that going. Otherwise, I can't really see a purpose to include them in the actual update. So, but we're past Monday. The next time we will see the Southern Air will be sort of towards Sunday evening when it comes in. Which is quite a bit of way away, to be fair, considering again we're only on Tuesday, and each day generally has about 4 or 5 updates, generally speaking. So that's a bit of a way yet. But I just thought I'd point that out. Schedules, I think going into 2021, again they may be tweaked slightly, depending of course what models get released and what aircraft may retire from maybe aircraft fleets and airline fleets, and generally just trying to keep tabs on things. I'm not going to be keeping tabs on everything because there will be again a few exceptions here and there, and yeah, primarily this airport is kind of based on a 2020 kind of setting, so not everything will be up to date and perfect, as I've already explained in previous updates, but generally, yeah, I'll be keeping as up to date as possible and tweaking things here and there as we progress through the updates. So, in terms of the actual update itself, in this update, it's probably one of the busiest updates we've had. And then the next update is kind of busy on the passenger side of things, but really there's no cargo at all until maybe towards the late afternoon, evening kind of period. So in the next 2 or 3 updates, there won't be many cargo, if any, cargo movements at all. Whereas this is a morning period and it's quite busy. So let's get underway with the update. So as you can see, starting off, again following on from Monday night, this Atlantic Airlines stays overnight. Doesn't go out until about 5:20. Just to give you an idea, this is around about a 5 o'clock kind of period. So 5:20, Lockheed Electra Atlantic Airlines, GLOFE. Pretty much getting ready for departure, only 20 minutes out for departure. And then next up we have this DHL 757 pushing back, GBIKM. The Atlantic Airlines, by the way, is operating as MPT-022G to Guernsey. This DHL GBIKM pushing back is operating as BCS-2134, heading out to Edinburgh. And then next to that, as you can see, we have a company, European Air Transport, but again in similar colours, DHL colours, operating as BCS 2882, European Air Transport A300, OODLW. This is heading out to Dublin in the next 10 minutes. And then next to that, we have this Etihad Cargo 777. Just a bit of a space filler, really, if you like, for this update, because most mornings there should be a UPS schedule of a 748 or 744. Unfortunately, at the minute, I do not have them models. I've ordered them, but I'm not sure when, but I've had them on order for quite a while. I assume they are either waiting for them to actually come into stock, or they will be shipped very soon with other models I have on order, which makes sense. So I am still waiting for them. I'm not sure when they will come at the minute. But I thought I'd include this. This has been a recent movement into Doncaster, and I thought with the information, using the same flight numbers and stuff, I'd utilise this particular model. And I only just acquired this model, to be honest, in my collection with the recent movements at Doncaster. And this exact registration did come in, has been in, I think, 2 or at least twice, maybe more times. This is a Etihad Cargo 777-200, obviously freighter, operating as ETD 9731 on the inbound and 9732 on the outbound, from and to Abu Dhabi. I really do like this livery in the cargo scheme, compared to, I think, the more up-to-date livery, if I'm honest. I just like the bold lettering they have, Etihad Cargo. It just really sort of stands out. So yeah, really nice aircraft model to feature in this update. Like I say, just filling in for what would have been a UPS 747-8 or 744. Moving across, that registration, by the way, is A6DDB. Moving across to the main apron. We have the base aircraft in. I will just say, generally base aircraft, certainly at like Doncaster Airport, they are based usually for like a week or so, and then they will rotate, especially in summer, come in for a week, then rotate each week. But for the purpose of these updates, I'm going to rotate on a daily basis, based on the kind of schedule days that we're focusing on. So for the remainder of the Tuesday updates, these aircraft will be the base aircraft. So you'll probably see these towards the afternoon when they come back from the destinations, which will be update number 3 or 4 of this day, if that makes sense. So in the foreground we have LS259, Jet2 757, GLSAB. This will be heading out to Corfu. Then next up we have a Jet2 Holidays A321. This is GHLYF. This is operating as LS121 to Rias. And then on the far side we have the TUI 737-800. This is operating as BY3254 GTAWF, and this is also heading out to Rias. These don't go out until quite a bit later, bearing in mind we're on about a 5 o'clock period. These won't be going out until about another 2 hours or so. I think one goes out 6:30 and then the other 2 go out at 7:15. So just to give you a bit of an idea, not much happening around them. Of course, they've got the airstairs in position from when they arrived during the night. The TUI, I believe, arrived the day before Monday, sort of Monday night, and then the other 2 arrived the early hours of the morning from their previous destinations. And then taxiing in, again, the cargo this morning is very, very busy. We have this DHL 757-200. This is registration OLDLJ. This is arriving from Luton, which will position pretty much where the 757 is pushing back, that we've featured. That will position next to that. And then, like I say, 10 minutes later the A300 will depart as well, outbound to Dublin. The A300, by the way, does actually come back later on in the evening. It has like a double run, so I think it goes out to Dublin. I think it does a run from Dublin to somewhere else, and then eventually comes back to this airport from Dublin, and then goes out to Leipzig, I believe, possibly. Don't quote me on that. I'm just kind of guessing that. But it works out something like that. But yeah, this will feature again towards the evening. And generally, each morning, the cargo movements are very similar. Apart from obviously the Etihad cargo, which again is, as I've said, is filling in for the UPS that I currently don't have, unfortunately. I guess that's it for this update, guys. Really, like I say, probably one of the busiest updates we've done. Again, you'll probably see different views and stuff if you follow me on Facebook or my Instagram page, just to get a bit of a better idea of the operation side and where aircraft move to and stuff like that. And yeah, the next update I believe is probably going to be based around about 9 o'clock, so that's like a 4-hour kind of period in between. And again, just gives you a sense of how we move through each day. So many hours in between each update. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I do hope you all had a decent Christmas. Mine was, as good as it could be, I guess. We have had a few flurries of snow as well in the last few days, which I think has been majority across the UK. But hopefully, 2021 is a better year, and because the next update won't be until probably after New Year, I'm going to wish you a happy New Year, and like I say, let's hope it is a better year than 2020, for sure. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you want to like the video, leave any comments, by all means do. Highly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.